I don't understand why I'm so afraid to go into the garage and turn on the compressor and use the stapler gun. I have no clue why. Nevertheless, I'm going to do it.
Udi Designs, unique expressions.
And hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Udi with Udi Design Studio. But before I move forward with the dilemma with the compressor, let me show you the fun part, selecting fabric for the chairs. I really like this one, but this one was completely out of my budget. I went to V&V Upholstery Supply and I got these samples. As you can see, I went looking for a blue. And I got all these samples, but to tell you the truth, I don't really want vinyl on the chairs. I want a little bit more of a warm color. Maybe this is the right color, or this one, but I don't know. It was just not the texture that I was looking for. So from all of these samples, maybe the best one would be this one because it's warm. It's more comfortable. And I like how it goes with the design on the table, but when I put it right next to the frame of the chairs, I thought it was too much of a contrast. Maybe with this looks nice, I don't know, but I was not 100% sure about it, so I went back and I decided to try this one, but it's too much of a navy color. So I changed the color. As you can see, it has a little bit of white in it. So I thought that if I use a dye solution, I could change it, and that's what I did. Look at the difference. This is with the dye solution. The color it's called Peacock. So I thought maybe this one's gonna be better, but I was not 100% sure either. So the best thing to do is to try it temporarily, and I tried this one as well that I got at Hobby Lobby, very inexpensive. And I decided to keep the copper fabric. As you can see, it goes well with the end chairs fabric, and it goes well with the designs on the table. This was the most tedious job, removing the old fabric on all 6 chairs. But with this tool, it was much easier. I got this tool at V&V Upholstery Supply. It's a local store here in South Florida. I always recommend them. They are great and they have everything you can think of when it comes to reupholstering chairs. After I remove all the fabric on all 6 seats, I am going to prepare all my materials, starting with the foam. I'm just tracing it right here, making sure that the foam is going to be the same size as my template, my wood template for the seat. And I'm going to cut it with an electric knife. And to secure the foam to the wood, I'm going to be using this adhesive spray that I bought at V&V Upholstery Supplies. This is specially formulated to be used with foam and wood. And I really like this product because it is permanent, but it will dry and then be permanent. So that gives you a chance to detach and fix if you apply it in the wrong way. So I really like that about this product. And next I'm going to cut the Dacron. This is something to give a little bit more of a cushion and nicer finish on top of my foam. I'm just making sure that I cut it with at least 3 inches around so I can then attach it to the wood. And next I am going to cut the fabric. And as I mentioned before, I decided to go with a copper color, kind of like copper goldish color. And this is the last piece of material I need to pre-cut. It's the dust cover. This is going to be used to cover the seat on the bottom. I'll show you later. And all we need to do now is reupholster all these seats and use my compressor and staple gun next. Super disappointed that I was not able to start the project yesterday with the reupholstering of the chairs. I messed up. I think I read the instruction wrong, so my gun didn't release the staples. So now I'm gonna go and check where I bought it to see if they can test it and see if I didn't blew it off. Oh my goodness, I love coming to this place, but this story is gonna make you laugh. I'm so embarrassed to share this. Okay, so the reason why the gun was not working it was because I was putting the staples in the wrong way. So let's get going. Let's face the fear of operating the compressor by myself. First thing I did is I connected it and I made sure that this on the back is this way. Turned off completely. And here you're just gonna show the outlet pressure and the tank pressure. For the outlet pressure, I'm gonna set it to 80 because that's what my staple gun requires. And for the tank pressure, I'm going to set it at 150. What happens is that the compressor is going to turn off when it reaches the required or the set pressure. So as I mentioned, here's where I'm going to regulate the pressure, and let's turn it on. 80, like right there. I'm gonna just make sure that stays there. That's the pressure for the outlet. And now I'm ready to plug my hose to the compressor. The compressor went back on and I removed my hose because I completely lost the pressure on the outlet. Now I have to just rethink what I did wrong and fix the problem. Okay, so now it's turned on. Now I need to set it to 80. Close it, and hopefully this time it will work. Ay, ay, ay. So apparently what I was doing wrong is that I need to plug the hose to the gun first and then to the compressor. So I'm gonna try that now. Yay! We'll see how it goes. I'm a little nervous. This is my first staple ever. And we'll see how it goes. My goodness. I'm gonna leave 2 inches here. Facing my fears. So I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm going to be doing just the sides, leaving like 2 inches in the corners to then put the corners. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Now for the corners, I'm just going to hold it like this and pull it in. And add a staple or 2 for each corner. So the order goes the foam glued to the wood, then the dacron that I'm doing now, and then the fabric. Now I'm going to cut the excess. In this case, it's just practically the corners. Now I'm going to add the fabric. And the way to do it better is by stapling the sides first, leaving about 2 inches in the corners without staples, and then taking care of the corners after. I am wearing gloves just because this is my first time. I just want to be super careful. Doing the same thing on the sides at the other end, and from time to time I just make sure that the front is nice and tight. Now let me show you how I do the corners. I pull the corner right in like this, and I add a staple or 2, and then I take care of each side, just folding them in like this and stapling them. Now what I need to make sure is that the corners are nicely, so I flip them and I pull the fabric as much as I can and then secure it with a staple. And I'm going to repeat this process for all 4 corners. Let's do another corner. So I already stapled the sides. Now for the corner, I'm just gonna pull it in like this. Add a staple here, and then folding the sides inside one at a time. Adding a staple, and then adding another staple on the other side. The same thing, you see, nice corner, and you fold it in. Now you can cut the excess if you want. In this case, I'm not going to. It's not that bad. I can always cover this imperfection with the cambric mesh or dust cover. I got this dust cover material at my local craft store, Hobby Lobby, and it's very inexpensive. I only paid $12 for all 2.5 yards that I'm going to be needing for this project. I think it's worth it because it gives your project a more finished, nice look.
Look at this! I faced my fears and here is the results. So let's see how it goes on the chair. I'm gonna put it on top so you can see it better. It's perfect. These little bumps right here. Perfect. It's not too thick, that doesn't go through. And of course I have to secure it with screws, and that's part of the last step. Now it's time to finish. So I'm gonna plug in. Get this pressure off. So that means that I can do this after, but first I'm going to release.
Here on the back bottom, you need to turn down the valve to release water off the compressor. You see it's like ice water right here.
So now, because the pressure is completely off,
I am removing the hose from the compressor and from the staple gun. Now I'm going to remove the staples off my staple gun. And for the last step, I am securing all seats to the chair frames using my screwdriver. I am going to repeat this process for all 6 chairs. I am beyond excited to be able to use my compressor and my staple gun in the future with other projects. I'm so happy that I was able to face my fears and go through this project. Now it's a matter of probably adding a trim here. I'm not sure if I'm going to later on, but I'm very happy with the results. What do you think? I really hope this inspires you to try something new, even if it scares you a little bit. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done that. Like this video, and if you have any questions, please place them in the comments section. Until next time, goodbye.